Alright guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today's a very special video because it's question and answer day. That's right, I gathered a bunch of questions from Facebook groups, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good stuff, and I'm here to answer them for you. So what do you say we just jump right into it, shall we? Two Tones asked, if I could go back in time to any era, what time would I like to go back to? And I think I would like to be born in the late 60s so I could grow up through the 70s and the 80s. There was just so much awesome music coming out then, and pop culture was just exploding with all kinds of different ideas. The birth of hip hop happened in the late 70s and early 80s. I mean, there's just so much going on within those 3 decades. That's the time I'd like to go back to. Oh, and he also asked if I like long walks on the beach. And you bet your bottom dollar I do. There's nothing more relaxing than walking on a beach and just
letting life's cares kind of melt away, you know?
Eddie asks, poop-flavored chocolate or chocolate-flavored poop? I know either way, I probably wouldn't be able to ever eat chocolate again. Eleanor asks, what's your favorite part of being a YouTuber? I think my favorite part of being a YouTuber, not only do I just love YouTube because it's so much better than like TV or anything, because you can watch whatever you want, whenever you want, how much of whatever you want. You can exit out and go to the next video if you want. And YouTube's recommended is usually pretty on point, so I get to see a lot of new content creators and all kinds of new videos. But my favorite part about being a YouTuber, I guess, is just that I'm getting my music out there and I'm getting to work on editing videos and expressing the ideas that are in my head and then trying to get them to come out into video form. So I think that's my favorite part of being a YouTuber, is hopefully just entertaining you guys and getting the ideas that are up here out onto the video. Mark from Nerd in the Bay asks, what are my goals as a creator? And honestly, when I first started making YouTube videos about 1.5 years ago, my goals were just that, just to get YouTube videos made and up. But I wanted them to be, you know, good content, good quality, and I knew I wanted to get my music out there slowly, whether it would be with covers or original music or talking about music and movie reviews or eating spicy peppers for you all to laugh at. I just knew I wanted to get content and I wanted to make content and hold myself to it. Now that I'm 1.5 years later into it, my goals have gotten even bigger because I started crushing them. My weekly goals, I was just crushing them. Monthly goals, I was crushing them. So I had to start planning bigger, longer, more elaborate projects. The 2017 Billboard year-end chart review video that I did was one of the biggest projects I've ever undertaken. And I just wanted to challenge myself to edit, to keep the pace good, and just to do a big project and finish it. And I'm so proud of that. So if you can, go click that link and check that video out too, because I put a lot of heart and soul into that one. But yeah, my overall goals as a creator, man, is just to, you know, hopefully entertain everybody, get as many subscribers as we can, build a community, collaborate with anyone and everyone I can, and just to keep the music coming, man, the covers, the original, and just keep challenging myself as a creator. Alan asks, do polar bears feel regret? And I thought about this one. I don't think they do, because after they kill like a seal or whatever, they have blood all over their fur, and I've never really seen a polar bear jump back in the Arctic Ocean to wash themselves off. So they don't really seem to care about their camouflage too much. So that would make me feel that no, polar bears don't have any regret when it comes to killing baby seals. Howsam asks, why did I start my YouTube channel? And I started it because I wanted to challenge myself to, you know, get my music out there, to challenge myself to edit videos and become better at it. And yeah, just to become a better content creator and to be a more well-oiled machine when it comes to writing music, putting music out, and getting content on all the various social media platforms. Cameron Booker asks, why do human beings often feel that every other life form is insignificant compared to us? And honestly, I think that is the reason that human beings are here in general. I know it's kind of maybe, you know, a little harsh truth to hear, but if we honestly had to empathize with every single living creature on this planet, that would not give the human species any room to advance, and we would not be where we are today. So the fact that we see other things as insignificant compared to us, or we just pay things no mind, is because that's how the human species has to evolve, in my opinion. I believe it's just our brain's way of, you know, keeping us moving forward as a human species. Alex asks, how often do I download new music to DJ with? And the answer to that is once a week, sometimes even twice a week, pretty much twice a week. But I go check Direct Music Service. Oh yeah, shout out to DMS. I go check them about every Thursday and Friday, and I get all the weekly downloads that come out. You know, songs that I think are going to do really well in the club, good remixes, all that fun stuff. I also check a couple playlists on SoundCloud to check for free downloads there. And you never know. On SoundCloud, you'll find some pretty rare gems from time to time. And then I go check Beatport and iTunes charts and stuff and Billboard just to make sure I know what's going on with
popular music.
But yeah, so I download brand new music once a week and I organize my crate again once a week and I take, some stuff out that doesn't work or I don't play and I add new stuff in and I try and think of old throwback jams to bring back and, I just try and keep it fun and new and interesting and different every single week. There's a follow-up question with that one is, do I produce my own music? And yes, you better believe I do. Link right up here. There's all my original tracks. Like I said, I'm working on an original 3-song EP. That's going to be more guitar-driven stuff, not so much electronic. I've written a lot of electronic metal trap stuff this past year, but I'm working on writing more singer-songwriter-y kind of songs right now. Expect an original 3-song EP in March. But for now, go check out my other original productions up there. Click it, you know you want to. All right, and Days Brody's question is going to lead us into our FAQ, or frequently asked question, part of this list. Days asks, has anyone ever pulled on my earrings? And these are questions I get asked a lot. Does anyone pull on them? Did it hurt? How long did it take? And the question is, yeah, you can pull on them. No, it doesn't really hurt. I'm different than some people. Don't just go sticking your fingers in anyone's plugs or tunnels or whatever you guys want to call them. But no, it doesn't really hurt. Yes, my kids pull on them all the time. My baby loves pulling my earrings out. And it took me, I don't know, like 2 years to probably get to an inch. I started at a 14 gauge, which is like your normal piercing. And then I slowly went up and I stretched it myself. And along the way, of course, my parents hated it. And so we argued and had fights all the time. But eventually I got up to an inch and that's where I was happy with because it didn't make my ears look too big, in my opinion, I guess. And 1 inch just seemed like a very even number. It wasn't, a fraction of an inch or anything like that. It's just nice, even denomination, 1 whole inch. And that's my ears. Frequently asked question number 2. How many tattoos do I have? Let me count real quick. Okay, I think I have 12 total. This arm is the heaviest. And I always knew that, I've wanted sleeves and stuff, but I really like the idea of doing it piece by piece in traditional. Also, I just didn't have the money to go full sleeve. I'm feeling that we should probably do a tattoo video sometime where I can go through each one and kind of tell you the story about it, what it means, where I got it, who I got it from, what city I got it in, all that kind of cool stuff. But it turns out I have about a dozen right now, 12 total. And yes, some hurt more than others, some didn't hurt at all. Guess you'll have to stay tuned and find out in that video, huh? Does it gent? You better believe it, baby. Next frequently asked question. How long have I been doing music? And this one I know I'm for sure gonna make a video on, just a story time video called My Musical Journey. But I knew from a very young age, my dad has owned nightclubs ever since I was born. So I've been in the music scene for a long time. I grew up loving music, being in nightclubs, obviously, loving loud music. So yeah, I've loved music all my life, but I started studying it in 4th grade with the cello, and from there, band in 5th and 6th grade, into all the crazy choirs, bands, jazz bands, and all that stuff throughout junior high and high school. But that's for another video. But short answer, I have been studying music since 4th grade, which that puts you about 10 years old. So about 20 years total I've been studying music. What is my side project? I can't tell you just yet, but trust me, it's gonna be awesome. And lastly, do I have any other social media accounts? You bet your bottom dollar I do. I have a Facebook page, a Twitter handle, an Instagram page, and a Snapchat. So feel free to connect with me on all of those other social medias, guys. And if you didn't catch the names right there, links are down in the description and below as always. And that's gonna do it for this Q&A video, man. I had so much fun answering your guys' questions, and if you have any more, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I love answering questions. I love being here to entertain you guys, man. Like I said, a bunch of new music's on the way. A new cover song drops every Wednesday. So feel free to give me that like, that share. Please subscribe, guys. And until next time, T-Beck. Ow!